Hello folks, I have another whole pork loin here. I have another one in the fridge too. It's 5.72 kilograms, and if you convert that to pounds, it's about 12.5 pounds or so. Nice layer of fat in the back. That's my favorite now for making sausages. Just seems to have the right amount. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to slice it all up and cut it all up so it can fit the grinder. And I'll put it into my meat containers, put it back in the fridge. It's getting kind of late in the day for making sausages, but at least I can cut up the meat. Was frozen. I think it's still partially frozen, but that's okay. Should make it easier to cut. So I have to make slices and pieces small enough to fit in my grinder. Oh yeah. Beautiful meat. I'm making a nice pork chop. Okay, you can see what it looks like. This is what this fit down my grinder neck, no problem. So I'm just gonna sit here and cut all this up, and you don't need to watch all that. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm getting this meat ready so that I can start making sausages tomorrow. First batch I'm gonna make is gonna be maple. So I'll see you when I've got it all cut. So this is my pork. It's all sliced up. Enough fat in it. So what I'm going to do is, in a previous video, I packaged up some maple seasoning from the Bearded Butchers. I had to, when they sell you a kit of maple seasoning, it comes enough for 25 pounds of meat. I never work with 25 pounds of meat. So I divided it up, and I show you on that video, it's a previous video, how to divide it up. So each of these packages is good for 5 pounds of meat. So what I'm going to do now is mix it into this meat, just get it all mixed. So I think that I'm gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna layer some on the bottom here. Tomorrow when it goes through the grinder, it'll really get mixed, but just for starters, I'm gonna lay down a layer. It's very, very, very cold. It was frozen yesterday, because I bought it when it was on sale, and I put it in my freezer until now. So I'm going to get some of this maple. Just kind of smush it around. Oh, it smells nice. they have a very, very good quality maple, the dehydrated maple syrup. Now, you can also use maple syrup. In the description of the recipe, I have put how much maple syrup to put per pound. So if you wish to just use regular maple syrup, it's no problem. And if you notice, I have 2 packages for 5 pounds each, but I'm putting it in to 12 pounds of meat. That's because my wife thinks it's a little bit too strong for her. She'd prefer to have a little bit less sweet. So whatever. That's the beauty of making your own. You can mix it up however you wish to mix it up. Keep in mind, tomorrow it'll go through the grinder and it'll really get mixed up. And then after it's out of the grinder in the container, and like in a bowl, just give it another mix just to make sure it's all evenly spread around. Same thing would go if you're using your own maple syrup. You would want to mix it up. So a little bit of maple syrup is on all your meat. You can see how much fat comes with this. Like, I just love this meat. Wish I had another container this size, but I don't. So, I'll have to start putting it back into this one. It's not gonna quite hold on my meat in this container, but that's okay. Well, I guess I could put saran wrap on it or something. I might just do that. Nah. So I got a layer here. Putting it back in. Okay, it's pretty mixed up. Gonna put the cover on it. That way I can get it back in the fridge now so it doesn't get warmed up. So at this point, I'm just going to clean up what I have and see you soon. So I'm back. The previous batch that has the maple spice mixed in with is in the fridge. It's covered, be good there until tomorrow. Stay cold. But I still have this other one. It's 5.82 kilograms. A little tiny, little bit bigger, but it's still 12.5 pounds, you know, roughly. So I'm going to slice this one up. I found this bigger container. I don't have a lid for it, but that's okay. I'll put the meat in there. I'm not going to spice it right now because I have to make sure what type of... I'm probably going to be making Italian hot with this batch, and maybe I'll split it up. Oh yeah, Italian hot, and I'll make some bratwurst out of this one. But I might as well get it cut up now. That way I won't have to cut it up tomorrow. So I'm just going to do the same as with the maple. Open up the package, slice it up. So I'll come back as soon as I'm finished cutting it up. As you can see here, this is the whole top of the whole pork loin. And the meat, you can see how fatty it is. Like that would make a nice roast actually, but it also makes nice sausages. So my second pork loin's all cut up nice, all ready for the grinder. I'm gonna put some saran wrap over it right now, plastic wrap. I don't think we've ever bought saran wrap for a long time. It's always saran, just plastic wrap. Put that in the fridge and keep it cool till tomorrow. So now I can wash up my dishes and everything. So that's where we stand now. And tomorrow we'll start making sausage. Some of the sausage we're going to make out of this pork loin is going to be just patties also. Because it's nice to just for breakfast, you know, like instead of a sausage, you just throw a patty in the frying pan and we'll try them out. So that's what's happening tomorrow. Good morning. Hi, good day. Well, we have our meat from yesterday. The maple's all over. It's like maple syrup in there now. I'm gonna do this different, put it back into the smaller container. Our grinder's all set up. It's a medium blade. Some of the maple, dehydrated maple, mixed with juices from the meats. So overnight it became some maple syrup in here. I'll show you in a minute. Right now I don't care if the pile's higher because it's all going to go back into the container, the big one. It's just I need a bigger container. Have to just pour it on, I guess. Just some maple syrup. I just wanted this bigger container because it fits just nice there. And I'll turn the grinder on. And that's our hamburger. Now we do have some liquid left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fry a little bit of this up, taste it, and if it needs more, I'll pour some of this maple syrup, I guess, up. I don't want to make it too sweet, so we'll see. I'll fry it a little bit up first. Here's my little patty I made and cooked. Nope, I think it's perfect. I'm not going to put any more maple in it. Nope. It's very good. Try a bite. So I'm going to clean all my tools up and prepare for the next stage. I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to make some patties. So I'm not going to take out my whole 12.5 pounds of burger because it's going to get warm by the time I'm done. So I'm going to just take out a little bit to start with. Take it out of the fridge. I'm going to take out that just to start with, just to play with it. I've never made patties using this method. I have a little patty press. So I better rinse these before putting that in the fridge, or I'll get it all over the fridge. Maybe it'll go fast. I just don't know. Have a little patty press. Might be just a nuisance. I've never used one. Have an idea. Have some paper. Some is the meat paper, shiny on one side. Others just wax paper. We just cut them circles to fit. Because I want 2 patties in every vacuum sealed bag. Anyway, we'll start. First, nice level, approximately half a cup. No, I don't know. I think that's going to be pretty thin. One cup. That's going to be pretty thick. I think 3/4 cup would be perfect. Yeah, I got cork and then I gotta wash them. Oh well. Let's try it as again. Three-quarter cup. I mean, they're supposed to be breakfast sausage, so you don't want too big of one. So then, one piece of this paper. The paper is just to keep them from freezing together. Oh well, hopefully it works. Now I could theoretically keep on making more and then take them out in stacks. Or I could just leave them in, I think I'm just going to leave them in packs of 2 right now. Oh, okay. I get the feeling I should put some paper in first. Come on. Time consuming. It'll be worth it. Okay, I'm going to keep on making patties and I'll get back to you soon. Well, out of that bunch of hamburger, I have 8 patties because each pile is 2 patties. But I want to put them in the fridge and try and keep them cold as possible. In fact, I'm going to put them in the freezer because that's eventually where they're going anyway. Get another tray and make another 4 and put them on this, just to keep them cold. I don't like meat getting warm. Just seems wrong. I now have 14 stacks of 2 patties in each stack. They're in the freezer and they're freezing. After they're nice and firm, I'm gonna put them in the vacuum sealer, 2 per bag. And that should be good enough for the wife and I. Here, you can taste this humongous burger.
It is humongous.
It's 1.5 times as big as the rest I made. It's 162 degrees inside, so it should be cooked. It's darker on the outside because, well, it's so big.
Because of sugar.
It's the sugar, yeah.
Wow. Technically, for a breakfast sausage, they're about this fine.
Oh yeah. But this is special.
This is a special burger made for me.
It's the leftover. I didn't have enough to make 2 burgers, so I just made 1 big one.
Okay.
It's really hot.
I'm not going to put it in my mouth and burn my tongue.
Gonna share some of that up? Very juicy. It sticks together. I don't think you need egg or anything.
Support for a sustainable ceasefire and the path towards lasting peace for the region. Coming up, NATO now responding to comments made by former U.S. President Donald Trump that he would allow Russia to do whatever it wants to NATO members who aren't.
I like chewing a long time. That's for all the flavors.
Makes me worried. Do you like it or don't like it?
Mm-hmm. It is very good.
It's not as sweet as the last bunch.
Yes. I highly recommend that if you put this recipe online, people will try it. I'm impressed.
Now, it doesn't mean that
And I'm not impressed just because I love you and it's Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, it's Valentine's Day, that's right.
But it's really good.
Oh. Hi. So I've got my vacuum sealer here and I'll make a bag. Just gonna put, I'll show you in a minute. Seal the end. So each of these is 2 patties separated by like wax paper. In fact, this one's got brown paper on it. I'm going to take it off. Come on. Barely fit in there. Why do you give me a hard time? I got a little bit of meat on the bag trying to get it in.
This will probably work better.
Yeah, paper towel probably works better. So now, there we go. Says it's sealing, that's a good thing. So now we have vacuum sealed, and there's 2 patties. If we're gonna find out after we start eating them for breakfast, like we might have to cut 1 patty in half because they're pretty big still. Anyway. Bye, and I hope you subscribe and like it, and I hope you make them. They're very tasty.